Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago. Battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4
He is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it fourth and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. The strong running. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Carried by number
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Number 35.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Now here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Falcons 0.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The pass.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
And it's
from the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here first and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
28, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39-yard line. Well, we talk about defense time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. He'll find Lindsey here. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions. So
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we're at, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7. Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll drop the throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Tackles back at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Miller, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Bring it up, That's good for a Carolina.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brett, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
The 13-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The pass.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Panthers 10.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he works free. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Lindsey on the carry.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard.
Gallop through it, but in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. Lindsay. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Number 35.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a handoff looking right. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throw left side, complete. That's Lindsey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Final score, Panthers.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Carolina, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.